So I'm going to talk about a very powerful healing tool that I termed vibrating. I came across it rather unexpectedly a number of years ago, and I'll explain how that came about. It's a very powerful tool for clearing out intense energy blockages. So to explain what I mean by that, I'll just kind of tell the story of how I sort of happened upon this technique. So this was a number of years ago. This was fall of 1993, and I was in the midst of going through a whole series of very powerful spiritual experiences. In the course of that, I was bringing up all this intense stuff and bringing in these intense energies. So one day, then I was just feeling really down, and I felt like it just had this just totally heavy weight just like pressing down on me, and I felt extremely just clogged and blocked up, and it got to the point where I was actually like thinking about just packing up my stuff and moving, like right then. Like I was just feeling so just, not in the moment, totally anxious and overwhelmed with this energy. So finally what I decided to do was just go back to my room. This was in Eugene, Oregon, where I was living at the time, and go lay on my bed and just lay there and just see what happened. So I closed my door, went in my room, lay down on my back on my bed, and just started kind of relaxing into and merging with all this weird stuff that I was experiencing. And I discovered that it was quite a relief, actually, to, instead of trying to distract myself, run around, do this or that in order to get away from this stuff, just to relax into it, experience it, try to figure out what was going on and what was there. And so I just lay there on my back for a long time. It was probably close to an hour, and these energies kind of started to change and transform and sort of coalesce. And so I started to feel as if it was all kind of hovering right above me. At one point, then I came to the realization that this energy really wanted to move. It wanted to just kind of move out of me. And the way to do that was that I had to move my body. And so I just kind of started shaking my body. And in the course of it, then this energy just all of a sudden just started just moving like crazy. And so I just let the energy move my body and allowed my body to shake. And so I'm just lying there on my bed, just allowing my arms and legs and everything just to shake like this. And it was an incredible relief and feeling of release. And so I just kind of let it happen. And that ended up happening over the course of good like 30 minutes, maybe even an hour of just shaking my body and allowing this energy to move out. And then finally, at one point, then it was like all of a sudden that was it. It was all gone. There was nothing left that needed to be moved. And I just stopped and just lay there and relaxed. And I just felt this incredible feeling of bliss and peace and presence just totally wash over me. And then I got up, went and took a shower, went outside. This was in the evening. Went to a coffee shop, started writing in my journal or reading a book or something. And I found myself in just the most present space of peace and total wholeness that I may have ever experienced. I've never quite experienced something like that since then. But after that experience, then I started doing that on a regular basis. So over the course of the next several months and even year or two, I don't really do it hardly ever anymore. Then once, twice a week or whatever, then I would do the same routine. Go lay on my bed, merge with these energies, and then shake them out through shaking my body. So the important thing to understand with this is that it's not just shaking your body that does it. The idea is that the energy has to be moving you. And so you don't just lay down in your bed and start shaking your body around and have the kind of effects that I'm talking about. You first have to tap into that energy and then get the energy moving, and then the energy moves you. And then you allow the energy to move your body as you feel it. So you might shake yourself faster or slower depending on kind of the intensity of the energy. So that is the basic concept. I've never come across it anywhere else before. It's a pretty simple idea, but I found it to be just incredibly effective in breaking through these very intense frozen energies and kind of busting them up and getting them moving. So I hope that makes sense. I will put a link down below to a chapter from my book, Kundalini and the Art of Being, which is where I also talk about this. There's a whole chapter that I explain that experience that I just talked about in a little bit more detail. So I'll go ahead and put a link down below if you want to read a little bit more about it. So thanks for watching, and aloha from Hawaii.